All right, guys, I'm going to put a little warning out here for SOS. So, we're getting hyped up here, right? We had a beautiful rise. We had beautiful volume here. This is all short-term analysis, too, so that's why I changed things up here and there. So, I did enter a trade here around $7 and put a sell-in around... I actually tried to put a sell-in up here at $8.64. It didn't hit the first time. Sold back off, and it ended up hitting up here. So, thankfully, right, because it was the move. Although I didn't get this exact top here, that's perfectly fine. I sold here at 864. But as you can see, we got rejected. We double topped, and it actually looks like it's coming back down again. So, what was this buy up? Well, it looks to me like it could have actually been a bear pennant. So, let me undo. Looks like it could have been a bear pennant here. So, let me take a look here. Either a bear pennant or a rising wedge. We don't have to go by this giant run up here. But if we did, that's a bear pennant. If we go by this rising channel here, then we'll say it's a rising channel on the safe side here, right? We get rid of some of these lines. So the bear pennant will bring us to a drop down to 520. And if we get some panic selling in here, we could come back down and retest one of these trend lines again. So you have this fib retracement 436 and this trend line 413 where we bounced last time. Whether or not that ends up being a double bottom, that's what we're going to have to figure out here. But I just want to put this in mind here that as of right now, we did wick below and we hit this 50 EMA on the 4-hour. And we do have this cross coming in, which is not a good sign because it's going to push the price down. It looks like we bought back up and we actually couldn't get back above the 785, 776 roughly. So my opinion would be if you're still in this thing, say you entered down here, right? This doesn't matter. If you got it here somewhere in this bottom area, then I would just put a stop loss somewhere down here, maybe 397. Or, if you don't even care, you just want to hold long term, then, fuck it. If you're averaged way down here. If you bought somewhere up in this area and you're, right now you're pissed because you thought, oh my God, it's going way up. And I actually thought for sure that we were going to be heading back up here, but crypto's not looking too good right now, in my opinion. And, it's going to follow the stocks a lot. And as you see, Ethereum down 8.77%. People are going to call for $100,000 Bitcoin. Could it go there? It could. But unfortunately, just like what happened in COVID areas, Bitcoin crashed quite a bit. Well, it could do the same thing again, unfortunately. So we have to keep that in mind as well. It's not all about what you can make on the upside. It's how much can you lose on the downside. And, this thing could come back down here. So right now it's holding above the 0.786 fib, which is 667. So, if you're in here around $7, then, you might want to put a stop loss below here, 616 roughly. I have seen this thing come down to $6 and bounce perfectly. So you could put a stop loss a little bit below, depending on your risk to reward ratio, if you are swing trading or not. For me, I would have already had exited when we fell out of here. If you do your own chart analysis, maybe you did. Maybe you already sold something up here, took those nice gains that we made up in this range from 7 to 7 up. 7 up, love 7 ups. So let's see. Where are we catching support? We're really, the only support we have right now is this 50 EMA. So as this comes back down further, it's going to squeeze the price between the 50 and the 21, and that's going to basically decide, are we going to get a bounce or are we going to come down? And this thing follows crypto. So BTC right now is heading down. Now your volume, the sell volume isn't very big, which is a good thing to see because, this could be a fake breakdown, of course. But for me, I would just keep a stop loss rate at 630, 627 roughly. If you get stopped out, don't chase, and wait and see what happens. Take a look at your charts, see where you're bouncing, look for some, TD9 flashes, look for some bullish divergence, anything of the sort here. So if we look at the hourly here, get off, thank you. If you look at the hourly here, it looks like the white line here has crossed this purple, which usually insinuates downside here. But we are holding very, very nice support as of right now at this 668 level. This, if it does come back up, it could come back up and test this area here, which would be great to see. So really, you want to wait and see if we are going to, like, how this is going to react to the squeeze right here. Can we get back up above this 784? Are we going to buy up to this 759 and get rejected again? That's what you want to kind of watch for in this thing. So that's kind of where I'm at here. It looks to me like it's going to come back down here. So I just want to put that video out there. It looks like that nice little buy up ended up being a buy the dip, sell the rip scenario here. So now it looks like it's coming back down here, and it's hard to tell exactly what's going on, but to me it looks like a little bear pennant or something right here. Could be a small little head and shoulders maybe that comes up one more time to get rejected there. It's hard to say for sure, but obviously the way everything's going, to me this isn't a very safe place to be right now until we get a further pattern here built. So depending on if you're long-term investing or short-term swing trading or short-term investing or just looking for a quick buck, the quick buck was from here to here, and now you get out and then you wait and you see what happens here. You don't have to catch the exact bottom, but if you wanted to, you could look for some buys in this 413 area potentially, but to me it's a little risky because it could fall back down to this fib level down here at 339 if it can't continue to hold this 468 or 413 level. So short term I am looking for some further downside here. Let's look at the daily real quick just to see. We got a spinning top on the daily, and as of right now it looks like we are holding support perfectly. Oh wait, no we're not. Wait. Oh, we're holding resistance right underneath the 723 daily 20 EMA, spinning top on the daily, and rounding RSI here. That looks like it could come back down for another low, and if it breaks whatever this is in right now, then it could come down further. But the MACD doesn't look too bad just yet. It isn't really showing any signs of a bounce here. So really I would just keep a stop loss either under $6 or 625 and see what happens here. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. Peace.